Firstly, we'd like to thank you for choosing Cableus to get you set up on Google Classroom. Here's a short video we've put together to help you get up and running as soon as possible. Okay, so to get started, we're going to navigate over to Google Classroom. The easiest way to do that is to type in your address bar, classroom.google.com. We'll get brought immediately into our classes page. Straight away we can see we've got no classes currently created. You might have some that were automatically created for you depending on your sync service, such as Sims might have automatically imported some classrooms. But for the demo, what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to create a class and how to add some students in and assign some work. So if we get on to doing that now. Creating classes is done with the small plus icon in the top right hand corner. Click on there and click create a class. We're just going to fill in some demo data. So this is Oak class. Classes can be organised any way you want. They can be smaller groups of students for particular projects, or year groups, or classes traditionally mix of different ages of pupils. Section, subject, room are all optional fields, but if you want to put anything in them, it just helps you categorise your classes for when you review them later. For now, we're just going to leave those empty, and we're going to click create. When you first go into a class, you are immediately brought into the stream page. The stream page is similar to the wall. Essentially everything that goes on is posted here. You can post comments to the class that students can see, and students by default are able to post comments back. Obviously this is available to all of the class, so just bear that in mind. Something you might want to change in the settings, top right hand corner, the little small cog up here. You can change various information to do with the class, but one of the more useful things here is the stream. Students can post and comment by default. You might want to change that so only teachers can post or comment. Quite a handy feature there. To save those changes, we're just going to hit the save button in the top corner. Now we're going to join this class from a student perspective. You can add people under the People tab. You can invite them by clicking the invite link. Or what we're going to do now is we're going to join this class by using this code you can share with students. So we'll just highlight that code, copy that one. If I switch over to my student window, we can see we're currently not a member of any class, but as a student we can click on the plus button and we will paste that code into the box and click the join button. Now we can see I've joined the class as a student. You can see I'm missing the option to post to the stream because we turned it off earlier on, but just to show you the ability that teachers have, we can switch back to Oak class as the teacher and go back to stream, and we can say hello everyone and post that. Now if we switch back over to our student window and refresh the page, when new content gets added, students get prompted with a little small pop-up that says the stream is updated. They can just click the show button and it will show them what was added into the stream. And there's our post. The next thing we'd like to cover is how to assign classwork and create assignments for students to work on from home. This can all be done inside the classwork tab at the top. If we click on that, we get brought to a page that allows us to view any classwork we've already set. Currently there's nothing set, so there's nothing to see here. But to create an assignment, we're going to just click on this Create button. You get the options of creating an assignment, a quiz assignment, a standard question, some material for the students to read. You can also reuse any existing assignments you've made in the past, but for now we're just going to create a standard assignment. We're just going to fill in the fields with some test data. Got a small document the students can complete, which we will be attaching to the assignment for them to complete. We can add the document here from our Google Drive. Any documents you upload or create in Google Drive will automatically be able for you to upload. You can add a link to another website, maybe some reading material or a Wikipedia article, a file that's on your computer. You can also add a YouTube video, so maybe a documentary clip for them to watch as part of it. You can add more than one as well, so you might want to have a form for them to fill in on Google Drive after they've watched a YouTube video and read an article on Wikipedia. You can have all three uploaded to one assignment, but for now we've just got a very simple form on Google Drive we're going to add. One setting you will want to change when you upload a document to an assignment is whether or not a student is able to edit the file. This can be done on the menu here. If students are set to view the file, they can't make any changes to it. If you set it so that students can edit, this means that all students are allowed to edit the same file. So Google Docs and Classroom allows you to collaborate up to 100 people on a single file. The third option is probably the one you're going to want to use the most. Make a copy for each student. So when the student opens up the doc, they get a copy for themselves that they get to fill out in their own drive, that no one else gets access to apart from you can log in and see what work they're doing on it. We're going to select that one for now. Some other options you might find useful are up on the right hand side here. Currently we've only got a single class. If you had more classes available to you, you could drop this list down and select some more classes that you could assign this assignment to. You also have the ability to select individual students to assign the work to if you wanted to only give some work to a single student. The points field allows you to select how much you think this piece of work is worth. You can also set it to ungraded so that there's no points available for the work. The due date allows you to set a date on which the work needs to be in by. This simply adds an event to your calendar and theirs and lets you know when the work has been overdue and how long you've got left to hand it in. The topic is optional. You can leave it blank, but it lets you create categories if you want to organise your assignments later on. For now, this is just going to be a demo writing topic, so we'll type that in there. The rubrics, that's an American grading system. You probably know more about it than we do, so if you want to use rubrics you can. The ability is built into Google Classroom. For now we're just going to leave that by default off. Originality reports are a useful feature. Essentially if you've got some writing that you're requiring students to doing, it allows you to check their work to make sure that they have credited all of their sources. So if there's a paragraph of writing there that was copied from a Wikipedia article, this would be able to detect it for you and let you know that a student hasn't properly referenced their work. For now though, we're going to leave it as we have set and click the Assign button. If we now switch back over to our student window, we can see that The stream has been updated, so we're going to hit the show button, and we can see that I've posted some work into the stream for the students to complete. As a student, we can simply click on that new post and it will take us straight into the assignment. Here we can see the title of the assignment and any instructions I might have given. On the right hand side we can see the Google document I uploaded. You can, as a student, add more documents, so if you wanted them to complete some work and simply upload a document, that's available. But for now we're going to open up the document that I have uploaded as part of the assignment. This takes me straight into my own version of the document, so this is not shared with any other students, this is just between me and the teacher. I can type my name in here and I'm going to just pop in here my answer. As a student, when you fill in any information onto a document, the teacher can see that being edited in live, so you don't need to have a student turn in their work for you to see what they're doing on it and mark it. You can mark it without them turning it in. That's more of an official stamp to say they've finished working on it, and you can grade it at that point. If we switch back to our teacher window and go into our assignment, we can see that we've got it assigned to one pupil, and there is their document that they're working on. So we'll click to go into that document, and we can see the data that I just entered in there, and we can see that student 1 is currently in the document and editing it at the moment. As the teacher looking at the assignment, on the right hand side we can give them a grade out of 100, as that was the option we selected earlier. Obviously if we left it ungraded that would not be there. We can add a private comment onto the document for the student to see. This would just apply to the whole document. The other useful feature that you can do is add a comment on some part of the work. So if we highlight what the student has written there and we click on the add a comment button, you can see here I can say something along the lines of please elaborate. The reason why this is filled in for me is because I've already used this in the comment bank earlier on. So to use the comment bank, we go to the right hand side and we click on comment bank. If you've got any comments that you might find yourself making on lots of pieces of work again and again, you can add them to the bank, and they're ready for use quickly and easily going forward on future pieces of work. So for now I'm going to click on add bank, and we'll add my comment into the bank. When you go to type a new comment, you can see if we remove that one and we begin typing my new one, it will auto-complete for me and suggest that that was the comment I wanted to leave, and I'll just click yes and go comment. Navigating back to the class now, the last thing we wanted to show you was how to use Google Meet to join all the students together in a video conference to communicate to them. So from the class stream page, you can see by default Meet is enabled, but the link hasn't yet been generated. So to get a link generated for Meet, you simply click on the Generate Meet link icon and click Generate Meet link. If you want to make the link visible to students, you can leave that turned on, or if you'd like to leave it off for now so students don't know that there's a Meet available, you could communicate that to them privately. For now we'll leave that turned on and we'll click Save. Now that we've generated that Meet link, we can simply jump straight into a Google Meet with our class by clicking on the Meet link there. And you can see that's connected to my webcam. You would have other students join, and you can click on the Join Now button to jump straight into a video conference with them. But for now I'm going to close that down. Hopefully you found this brief overview informative. Google Classroom is a flexible tool that allows you to easily adapt your existing teaching workflows into an effective distance learning model. If you have any questions on how to use Google Classroom, please don't hesitate to get in touch with our support team. Or if you don't use Google Classroom and would like to start, all setup costs are currently being funded by the Department for Education. Please register your interest at cablelets.co.uk/Google. Thank you for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon.